everybody. Clearing. All right, so let's dive into the reading today. I'm being instructed in my meditation to begin with here to pull cards for what the feminines are working on, what the masculines are working on, and what the third energy is that's being created between the two. So let's dive right in and first look at what are the divine feminines navigating energetically on the journey right now. What is it we can see? Beautiful. Two things fell face down. We get the sacred orchid. Sorry. Co-create. My abundance mindset attracts endless blessings. So this is collaboration. That has been a theme on the feminine's hearts lately. It's been divinely guided. And Father of the Sky, God, I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. So feminines are opening up to receptivity. They don't have to, I'm hearing, go into full-blown disintegrated masculine and have to do it all on their own, be in this ego-driven, I'm hearing even egomania or survivor template. The feminines no longer have to redeem themselves. They can allow sustenance, support, collaboration, shared vision, teamwork, power in numbers, community. I'm hearing tribal, all of that sort of an energy where it's not a going it alone, not feeling isolated, not feeling forsaken, not feeling cut off, not feeling unseen, not feeling invalidated. This is part of the group, on the inside, part of the team, included, celebrated, exponential, beautiful energy. So feminines are waking up to the idea that God has not forsaken them and that they are just as valid as anyone else. That burden is being put away, and now get down to it. Energy. Okay, what is the divine masculine collective experiencing at this time in the journey? Perception and communication. Okay, perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Masculines, something has challenged you lately. Your perception is coming into question. Something that you thought was gospel is being rewritten, and you're going back to the drawing board to say, oh wow, maybe I wasn't right about that. There has been a little bit of a theme with the perception that the masculines have held of their feminines as being more all-knowing, encompassing than they are, you know, like thinking of them as beyond a mere mortal, putting them on the pedestal. That theme has been something in private reads lately, and it's time for the masculines to consider that the feminines are not too good to be true. They're people too. That's the one thing that's coming up, and communication. So masculine's evolution on the journey seems to be the perception of the journey of the feminine, and communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. This is another theme of the masculine softening into the safety, the nurturing, the comfort of communication, instead of it having to be a putting people on the spot, interrogation, breaking the ice. There is more of a desire to authentically exchange based on a new accessible frequency. And I do want to say for a moment, going back to this divine feminine motion of collaboration, that they are starting to see that equality between the feminine and masculine, and the practical ways that the duo can be dynamic and play off each other. Okay, let's see what the third energy is here. There seems to be motion towards harmonization, acceptance, grounding, realism, authentic justification for these connections. I'm hearing divine matchmaking hasn't been so far off after all, has it? I don't know where that came from, but that kind of a vibe where the inner workings of why these connections make sense is starting to be seen. What is the third energy? We are getting longing for home and homesick for the stars. This is kind of the vibe that hope and place and belonging and union is coming in on a cosmic level, and that the feminine and masculines are being drawn to each other in a very cosmic alignment. I'm hearing destined. Okay, really beautiful. So a big picture unfolding is becoming more apparent. There's little bits of glimmers of promise is what I'm hearing, that each of the twins are embracing more so than they have in the past. And this could be very, very mundane feeling confirmations and indicators of compatibility and affinity, and I'm hearing the missing piece of the puzzle as only could be offered from one twin to another. Beautiful. Okay, let's dive into the masculine reading. What is it, Divine Creator, that we can see regarding the masculines? How are they feeling for their divine feminine and the connection? How are they thinking, of the connection? How are they feeling on the heart space for their feminine? What are they wishing for the connection at this time? What actions are being taken towards harmony, union? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the flow of energy going in the near future? Okay, what are they thinking for the connection? Magic works through you. And love, innocence, and reverence. I'm just getting that equality vibe. It's like generalized. They're waking up to how the magic flows through them. They're also seeing how the magic flows through the feminine and not necessarily originating within the feminine. There is a reverence for the mystery that flows through the temples we are. There's a sacred homecoming vantage point to these connections that's showing that we are but temporary blips on the radar of the history of the planet, and each one of us becomes a tool, an instrument of the divine while incarnate, and that the energy moves through us. We are the container, the vessel, and there is a renewal of that reverence for each of the magical ways in which an individual shows up to this life and orchestrates their life and prioritizes their life and expression. It's a little bit of a deepening of appreciation of the marvelous bundle of molecules that each twin views the other one as being. It's a little bit of a psychedelic, kind of otherworldly, hearing cosmonaut, like a very untethered, euphoric assessment from the masculines here. It's kind of heady and swirling and rainbowy to me, so I don't know what that means, but heightened consciousness and color, vibration, sound, frequency. It feels as though the masculines have come into an understanding that this is a supernatural connection on a new level, that it could only be otherworldly, divinely guided, It doesn't originate on the earth plane. It's hard to put into languaging what I'm feeling there, but it's very much like a newness of waking up to the connection for the first time, beginner's eyes, seeing it through a new perspective. Oh yeah, we got the perception card. Nice confirmation there. So in the beginning of this reading, the masculines did have that new perspective, and so something is coming alive. Something has connected for them. Beautiful. Okay, what are they feeling on the heart space for their feminines? Peacock spirit, let it shine. I'm hearing there's a newfound bravery, a desire to express the connection in broad daylight, wanting to bring this to the public awareness, wanting to be seen together in public. And Altarian Stargate, neutrality, diplomacy, negotiation, philosophy. Just being the masculine selves. It's like they have nothing else to hide. They've worked through so much of the I'm going to do it my way. I'm justified to live my life under my terms. I can do what I want. And they're starting to find their voice so that they're learning that the boogeyman, the Baba Yaga, is not hiding, ready to ambush if they mess up or make a false move or misstep. They're realizing they have a lot more creative, poetic justice in this life than they've ever given themselves credit for. They can shine, they can be more unique, they can be more splendorous, and therefore they are seeing themselves as worthy to have you beside them, divine feminine. So there's a little bit of a balancing of energy here where they are not feeling like being, oh gosh, seen in public would be such a unusual event. Don't know what that means. Energetically, the masculines have undulated between feeling worthy and unworthy of the connection, and that yo-yoing frequency is kind of neutralizing is what I'm getting, so that any of the imbalances that they used to perceive would elicit judgment from onlookers or friends, family, strangers. For whatever reason, they are believing in the validity of the connection, so that it, you know, masculines, I just want to say something here, and feminines, with that yo-yoing of, will people think of the connection this way or this way or this way or this way, that has refined through many stages of the journey, and it's only ever been a personal pursuit, masculines. Onlookers probably have never cared as much as you have about what they might think. Possibly, but at the same time, that has all been designed to bring you into the balance. So there is a real look at, why was I so inclined to think that something about this connection was going to be deemed as unacceptable by those who would know about it? That's the feeling I'm getting. How interesting. Okay, what are the masculines wishing for the connection? Bring a gentle touch. Oh, humility and angelic assistance, truth, salvation, majesty. They want to redeem the connection. They want to soften the ego, step out of the pride, acknowledge, affirm, protect, cherish. They want to cherish the connection. I'm just hearing, what was I so afraid of? We don't need to be afraid. It's such a triumphant motion because it feels like the masculines have conquered their fear, and so the projection that others would disapprove is going away, dissipating. They're wanting to bring more practical, soft energy to the connection. They're wanting to redeem it. They know that it's been angelically protected because it stood the test of time. Oh, and I'm hearing they're so thankful right now that it has stood the test of time, because it's been weird at times. And they are like, phew, I wasn't ready for this before now, and now that I am, wow, it feels possible to actually reinvent it yet again. What actions are the masculines taking? Trust in divine detours. Oh, this is the coyote energy that we saw a while ago. So this feels like a return from this divine detour. The masculines are integrating the lessons. So if you resonated with the coyote readings a while ago, you can't miss them. If you know what I'm talking about, it was probably your specific expression in your dynamic, but there was some detour energy. Sidetrack could be karmic partner, a new lover, a job opportunity, some kind of a commitment that did not turn out to be as, you know, all that glitters is not gold. So the novelty is worn off. The allure has faded. The bubble love, the honeymoon phase, the too crazy for words, the intensity, the passion, the whoa energy has tempered, and the masculines are returning back from that swing out in whatever way and seeing that that wasn't wrong. It was all part of the process. They're kind of adoring themselves for being so bold, I'm hearing, and for experimenting with their boundaries and limits the way they did. Golden seed, light, wholeness, warmth, and well-being. So they're coming back into home. They're understanding that the detour they took was not meant to be permanent. It was a temporary tempering. And that ultimately it is home, it is peace, it is that golden glow, the soft knowing, the warmth, the wholeness that is ultimately what they want, not this elusive, tempting crash course in exuberance. Oh wow, what a chain of words all that has been. But the masculines are coming back into desiring the isness, the chill, the sure, the whole. All that glitters is not gold. What is the biggest challenge at this time? Trust in the magic. Yeah, we had magic works through you. So it's about validating it and really believing in it, holding the awareness of the magic, the witnessing of the magic to a degree that allows it to become foundational. Believing in the 5D, in the supernatural, in the spiritual, in the intangible, to such a degree that it becomes this new platform. This is an ancestral card. Lyran Stargate, ancestry, courage, wisdom, and empathy. So there is a humility regarding the elders, regarding ancient wisdom, oral transmission, myth, shamanism, elders, the wisdom of the elders, the courage to admit the wrongs, the ego that the younger generations on the planet are forgiving their elders for losing the spiritual leadership, and understanding that to reclaim that, there has to be that forgiveness of the elders. Oh, masculines, this is breathtaking. So a lot of healing in family lines, viewing the disintegration on the planet as a sacred opportunity right now to reclaim the magical spiritual attributes of humanity and realign with possibly more ancient, subtle energies. Having the courage to say that we got off track as humans. The masculine's got a deep look at the microcosm that reflects the macrocosm of how far off course humanity got. The masculines just did a detour into that all that glitters is gold, the allure of the worldly pursuits, the worldly imprinting. They've returned, and now they know why. Oof, they know why those worldly pursuits are not what they're cut out to be and sold as, and why the eternal, the long-standing, the ancient, the future, the promise for the planet, why that current of energy is far more beneficial. Death energies self-annihilate, they play themselves out, they fizzle out, they hit an emptiness, a lack of satisfaction, they become hollow. And masculines are seeing again, the wisdom of the elders. That's the challenge, though, is putting down many, many prejudices about the nature of reality and opening to the magic, trusting it, anchoring into it. That's the challenge. What is the spirit-guided solution? Watch your words, masculine. So any of your off-the-cuff expressions that don't honor, watch those words, watch the frequency, watch the spelling you are invoking into the world, the spells you're casting, so to speak, with what you say, with the viewpoints you perpetuate into this dimension. Change it around, catch those not so fly balls and ground those, put an end to them. Represent more of the eternal awareness, the goodness, the wisdom. Yeah, watch your words, masculines. Portals, possibilities, and options. Look at the keys. Look at the energetic expressions going on around you and rewrite those. Take each of those statements and thoughts captive with love. Transmute them into new opportunities, new potentials, new portals for more, for higher, for better, for stronger, for more real, for more realized, for more ascended. These are the ways that the cosmic game is played and up-leveled, masculines, is seeing things for what it is, accepting it, and desiring progress, and activating through knowing in each given moment with love. What is the direction of the connection energy at this time, masculines? Surrender now. You are getting sleepy. Oh, masculines. So funny. Oh my gosh. Invocation, spellcraft, summoning, and ceremony. Of course I'd get all creepy with that. Feminines are not trying to use magic against you, masculines. It's alignment. You're drawn to your feminine because you're meant to be together, like a moth to the flame. It's not. It's not trickery. It's not this temptation energy of the world. It is eternal and it is powerful. It is magnificently powerful, magnetic, inescapable, because it's that profound, it's that real, it's that jarring to the consciousness before it is time. But this indicates that twins are not going to be able to resist the light of these connections any further, no matter what they do, be it resistance in a powerful way such as ritual. That's not even going to hold up to the inevitable, is what I'm hearing. So put away the foolishness of some of the counterfeit energies that masquerade as the spiritual splendor. I know we utilized the word magic a couple of times in this reading, but what I'm getting from this card is know the difference. Discern the difference between that childlike wonder and fantastical freedom and controlling and entrapping and mesmerizing energies of the world. Don't buy into it. Don't believe that hype. Follow the light. Be like a moth to the flame and follow that continuity of true divine light, truth, reality, profound spiritual wisdom, ancient wisdom. Follow that to union, I'm hearing. Wow, okay, so I'm going to get a card out of this deck for some reason for the Divine Feminines. What is it we can see going forward? Friendship, Seeker of Orbs. So new friends are coming in, new platonic friends, new friend groups, new ways of looking at things that's more friendly. So feminines, you're becoming more open, you're becoming more accommodating, more safe. You are becoming more joyful, and you're looking for ways to do this. It's not an accident. You're going to come across new friends. Feminines, new friends are coming into your lives, so celebrate that. Be openly curious. You are magnetizing new connections because you're in such a beautiful motion of becoming. And for masculines, feminines, you're becoming more receptive. That's the collaboration nudge from earlier in the reading. Just one sec. Masculines, karma. Yeah, you're going through another level of that refining, eliminating some of these karmic detours that you've taken, the worldly, mesmerizing energy that's distracted even the best of you. And you're seeing the true magic, the original magic, the divine magic, and not the counterfeit magic that can be used for evil. Okay, many blessings, divine masculines and divine feminines. Bye.